Do you know what holistic health is? Holistic just means whole. You're not just a body. You are a meat suit that's comprised of trillions of bacteria and trillions of cells, all working in unison to create different proteins and enzymes and hormones that do all kind of biochemical work. However, you are also a spirit, a soul, a piece of life force energy, universal force that is placed inside of this meat suit, in control of this meat suit. The connection, the direct measurable connection of the spirit to the body is your emotions. Even though you can't weigh them or map them on a graph, but they do have an effect on your physiology. That's how we know that they are real. So emotions, your emotional health is a tie between your spiritual health and your physical health. That's something that's very, very important, and it's not understood enough or recognized enough when you go to a hospital. Conventional medicine, they just completely missed it. They dropped the ball. They're not in your best interest. They don't even care to look at their glaring weaknesses. To me, that's a sign. That's a sign that you need to take your own health into your hands. Do not rely on anyone else, because it's a predatory game. And it's a genius game that's set up magnificently to control the population financially, media-wise, and educationally, and also politically. But now, it's a new day and age. 2019, it's our time to actually step up, invest in ourselves. CELLVES, cells, because we are cells. Make those cells as healthy and as energetic and as comfortable as they can possibly be. That means changing your internal environment, improving that environment with alkaline dieting, using herbs that are high in nutritional value, plants of all sorts, berries, leaves, salads, all kind of vegetables. You need to have those high nutritious foods in your diet. If you're eating food that are high in calories and don't have the nutrition behind it, you're doing yourself, you are asking, you are daring the universe to give you cancer. And cancer, that's a terrifying thing. Because once you develop cancer, once they can see and measure the tumors, that's already years of damage. And the crazy thing is, it is not just about the physical when it comes to cancer, because your cells start to rebel against the biological orders, and they start to form these little colonies, aka tumors, and then they mount an attack on your body to steal all of the nutrients and sugars to grow and create a new nation inside of you, destroying the old nation, which is you. And it does its best to grow and spread. And that's how people die. But the key is to avoid that from even happening. And you can do that by alkalizing the environment. Alkalizing the environment is more than just changing the pH. That is a very big misnomer that has gotten a lot of people in trouble for misinformation, and a lot of people sick from just guzzling baking soda, messing up their stomach. Like, the different parts of your body have different levels of acidity. So your stomach should be extremely acidic, because the hydrochloric acid is needed to break down the foods that you eat in order to extract the nutrients. So if you're taking antacids and you're reducing the acid level in your stomach, you're doing yourself a disservice, because you're not going to be able to digest the food that you're about to eat. You're not going to be able to digest that chili cheeseburger that you're about to eat, because you had to take an antacid to prepare. Honestly, it's doing more damage than good. but it's really about self-awareness. As long as you understand that each action that you take when it comes to your food and your drink has either a negative or a positive effect on you, it's your choice to do what you want to do. You need to find happiness in life, and that is a key factor that I've learned from speaking to a lot of older people in my life. Finding happiness is key. Being stress-free is key. A lot of people find happiness and stress relief from certain foods, even though it does have a negative effect on their overall physical health. It does have a positive effect on their stress levels. So if they are extremely anxious and they eat something that can quell the anxiousness a little bit, it might be a good trade-off, tit for tat. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. But sometimes Paul needs to get paid first. It's a balancing act, this thing that we call life, and we do our best to make sure that we can improve. If you're in the same spot as you were last year, you're showing a lack of improvement, stagnation. Stagnation becomes spoiled. Spoiled becomes rotten. Rotten does a lot of bad things. It spreads. We don't want to spread rot. You want to be moving. You want to have some type of forward progression. Even if that forward is west and you're trying to go north, as long as you're going forward, you can find your way north. Just keep moving, keep trying your best. Once we do that, everybody collectively will start reaching out to other people that have strengths at where we're weak. We become strong as a unit. And unity is the key. Unity is how we climb out of this rut that we're in. Everybody in the United States, I say everybody as an overestimate of the majority. I don't like saying every and never. I don't like those blanket statements, but sometimes they're valid. All right, if it's 80%, that's pretty much everybody. But everybody in America is broke. We don't have a lot of money circulating around the majority of this population. But there's so much money just out there, and you gotta just grab it. Many different ways in doing so, and I'm not gonna try to financial guru you, but just find your happiness, find your niche, find something that you're good at, and do it. I mean, there's other guys that talk to you about that. I'm here to talk to you about health and doing the right thing for you as much as you possibly can. Putting a fruit in your mouth and eating it is a really good thing. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's not that false. Apples are very nutritious. The fruits in general in the daytime, first thing, help flush your system out. We got a responsibility to our future generations. Your genetics, your DNA is malleable. It can change depending on your habits and decisions and the things that you ingest and experience. This study is called epigenetics, and it's very, very, very interesting because in itself proves that genetics are not hard. They're not hardware. They're more like software. They can change. So if you have a genetic disposition for a certain disease, yes, that genetic disposition can change because your DNA is like binary code, and I don't even know if binary is the right word, but it's like code and things change. Lights go on, lights go off, and that will determine the type of things that you're susceptible to. But the idea, or the reality is that your DNA can change. There's a lot of very, very high level doctors that are already proving this and using this to get money in many different other ways. But pharmaceutical industry kind of got their hands all over it. But it's something that everybody knows now. It's common knowledge in 2019. So we are in a beautiful place, in a place where you're either gonna get springboarded forward to successful and happiness, or you're going to fall way behind, um, stuck in the old system of tyranny, of where you didn't really have many options. Now the options are unlimited. You just gotta get on the train and ride it until you reach success. There's this thing right here, the internet. You could just talk and tell people what's going on. Somebody likes it. I've seen things I think is like, I cannot listen to this person talk anymore. And I'm sure that somebody feels the same way about me. But there's somebody else that really loves it, and they'll sit in and tune in. And that's a blessing right now. So no matter what you are, or what you're doing, or how you feel about yourself, if you take the time to research or to look into or to make an effort to search for self-improvement guidelines or something in that avenue, if you make that step, you will progress forward. It's first about starting. So once you open a can of worms of self-improvement, you fall in deep. You find it doesn't matter who is saying it, because everyone's pretty much saying the same thing. Be consistent, be positive, eat right, exercise, and be mindful. Right? Have appreciation and self-awareness. Everyone is saying this. Everybody that's a social media influencer, everyone that's high-level success, that is retired and living off residual incomes, they're all telling you the same thing in different ways. So you can pick whatever face that is appealing to you and just listen. Absorb the information, because it's valid across the board, no matter where you are in this country or what you look like in this country, because the opportunities are there. And that's all I got for y'all today, man. Much love.